Okay, this is a tutorial on how to use nonlinear animation in Blender. And what I have right now in this file, I have animated the Vault Boy doing a simple walk cycle. So let me just hit play. As you can see, the Vault Boy is animated in total of 30 frames and have like a 5 keyframes or keyframed for every armatures, and we're going to the use the different animation using the action editor from right here. I'm going to use the action editor, and I'm gonna split this dope sheet. Click and drag here, and now this layer tab is duplicated, and I'm going to change this dope sheet to select this icon and change from dope sheet to nonlinear animation. And okay. So we're gonna use this tab to repeat the walk cycle, but I'm also going to repeat the transition from walk cycle into run animation, but also changes into a sneak animation that I did in a separate video file for that I made a separate animation file for this ball point, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Now, first off, we're going to bring in all the animation data. So I'm going to go to File here, and once you select the file, and go ahead and select Append. So I'm gonna append the file, the animation data from library, Blender file library. So once I open here, I have made the total of 3 animations. One is I'm using here is walk cycle, but also there I have a different animation like a run cycle and a sneak cycle. And once you select the append and you see this window is pop up, select the run. And once you select the run cycle Blender file, and the Blender file is going to show all the data that's saved inside of this this Blender project, including armature and the materials you're using, the lightings, and also here. So also, so you can append the entire scene from the a different Blender file, and to append the animation, you go ahead and select the action folder. And okay, so this one is the run cycle animation. So I'm gonna change the name anyway. So select this armature action, append, and right now you see there's not much changes going on, but once you're in the action editor, it's basically a dope sheet right here, and the bottom right here is the action editor, and select this browse action icon here, and you can detect the armature action has been imported. So I'm gonna select this, and it has all the keyframes that I animated for run cycle. I'm gonna change its name to Vault Boy Run Cycle. Okay, just make sure to save. And I'm going to append another animation, which is a sneak. I'm going to go back to my original folder, select the sneak cycle blender file, and you see all the blender files that that saved inside of the project file. And go to action. Here I already named it, which is sneak cycle. Select this, and you go to this browse icon, and there is the sneak animation. And yeah, let me just expand a little. I just select the end frame here and just drag it to expand. I'm gonna start animate. Just start playing. And you see just by selecting a different animation actions that I did, it's going to go back and forth, changing from the walk cycle here. And once I select a run cycle, it's going to play a run cycle. And last but not least, when I select the sneak cycle, it's going to do the sneak animation like this. And okay, so everything looks good. All the animation data is now saved in this one walk cycle, Vault Boy walk cycle Blender project. And so instead of just animation playing back and forth like this, with the start frame of 1 and end frame of 40, I'm going to repeat this animation using this Nonlinear Animation tab that I just made. Just make sure it's on the top here on the animation. There's the dope sheet and there's the Nonlinear Animation. Okay, let's start adding some like an animation timeline here. So go to this browse action in the action editor, select the walk cycle, and on the nonlinear animation tab here, and you're going to see this icon here, you're going to push down the action. And now you're going to notice the keyframe is going to disappear, but all the action animation data is going to stay in this. You can always go back and browse all the animation file. So once I start playing animation, so this animation timeline is now pushed down, and yeah, this animation timeline is now set here. And you can do this by just duplicating this timeline, and you can stack to in between like this, just for demonstration. And you can do this way for a run cycle, a walk cycle, but except for doing this, I'm gonna remove this timeline and go bring it up just a little. And on this tab, you're gonna press N to bring up this side menu. And once this timeline is selected, on here, you're going to see the start frame and the start and the end frame. And I'm going to maybe expand this. Okay. So except for except for using a start and end frame here. I'm going to check this animation strip time. Bring this arrow to not this one, maybe this one. Action clip. Okay. So select this action clip and you're going to see this repeat option here. So I'm going to just hold down left mouse click and just drag. If the number is going too fast, just hold down shift and left mouse click to just slow it down. And you see this like this white vertical line here. This is the like a starting keyframe that you're going to just repeat it all over. As I hit play, and now you see the animation. Now the walk cycle animation is repeating. And right around here, I'm going to transition from this walk cycle to run. I'm going to transition this Vault Boy to from walking to running. So let me just number down this repeat here. Make sure this track is deleted. Select this browse action and select the run cycle. And here the run cycle is ready to like a push down. And I'm going to select this. And now the run cycle animation have its own track. I'm gonna select this, bring it down about here. And you're not going to see the walk cycle is working because all the all the tracks are like a select or excuse me. Not going to see the walk cycle is not working anymore because the run cycle is also checked. So when you disable the run cycle, it's going to play the walk cycle. But when I turn this on, it's not going to show the like a run cycle. Not going to start the walk cycle from the beginning. And from here, I'm gonna also increase the repeating animation right about here. Let's bring it about right there and scroll up the side menu here, and you see this blend in and out. And what I'm going to do is here the blend in, I'm gonna hold down shift and left mouse click to drag. And you see this diagonal lines are showing when I'm dragging this number here. It shrinks down when I lower the number. It gets much wider when I increase the number. And this will going to transition this previous existing walk cycle to the run cycle here. So let me demonstrate. Let me play this again. So now the Vault Boy is transitioning from walk cycle to run cycle. And it's a little bit awkward when it's transition the movement. And I'm going to drag this run cycle track to trying to match where is the good place to start. Just increase the number of blend in. Okay, I think this is a good place to blend in the animation. All right. I'm just gonna increase the frame here. And I'm going to, last but not least, but I'm going to add the sneak cycle. Select the sneak cycle on the browser here and go and come down to the nonlinear animation tab and push down the action. And I'm going to bring this sneak cycle track to right down here. And all I need to do is to blend out this run cycle. Let me repeat this sneak cycle just a little bit long. Here, I'll also increase I'll increase the run cycle too. Select this run cycle track and increase the blend out. Okay. The blend in and blend out is all set. And let's check out the animation. Okay, I'm gonna increase the timeline. And there we go. And this is how you change the three multiple action animation. This is how you change the three multiple actions using a nonlinear animation tab here. So I push down the both walking, running, and sneaking animation into this nonlinear animation timeline, and I'm using a blend in and out. This blend in and out option to blending the animation transitioning, and also in the action clip on the sidebar, I just increase the repeat option to recycle the animation. And there you go. And also and speaking of append, right now the lighting system is kind of I'm going to reset the lighting setting to the default. So I'm gonna just remove this and bring back the default lighting here. And from here, this file does not have any lighting, but I'm going to append a scene that has all the lightings and the simple floor objects from a different file. So I'm going to select the append, go back to my Vault Boy animation folder, and here you can see I have all the lightings and lighting and this ground object inside a run cycle folder. So now I'm going to select this and scroll the mouse down. Scroll the middle mouse button to select scene. And I'm going to bring this scene into this Blender file. I'm going to select append. And right now, there is really nothing much going on, but hover over the mouse to this upper right here. You're going to browse the scene, and now I added the scene, now I appended another scene from my run cycle Blender file. I'm going to select this, and here's all the scenes and animation that I did for the run cycle Blender file. I'm going to select both of these two lightings and this ground object. Hold down Control and press L. And here's the link or transfer data. And I'm going to link object to the original scene. And I'm going to press X. I'm going to delete this run cycle scene. And all the lightings and ground object is now transitioned into this current scene right here. And I'm going to start the animation just in case. And now the Eevee is kind of struggling here, but you get the idea here that this Vault Boy character is transition from walk cycle to running cycles, and then later he started doing a snake cycle animation. So there you go. This was the demonstration on how to use nonlinear animation to change the armature action. And I hope this video helped you guys, and I'll see you later.